Dear honored guests, members of the ICAP and SOTPA, and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of the Saudi chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan, I welcome you to the seminar, Global Financial Outlook, Challenges and Opportunities. We live in a global environment wherein each country's economy is interconnected through international trade and finance. Therefore, this seminar would highlight views of our eminent guest speakers in how they see the world, economy, and how that would impact us in Saudi Arabia. This seminar commemorates the Golden Jubilee of ICAP and is also the inaugural seminar of the Saudi chapter of ICAP. With this, I will request Mr. Asif Iqbal to come forward and recite a few verses from the Holy Quran. Thank you, Mr. Iqbal, for the very eloquent recitation of the Quran. We have a packed agenda today, and I've been given the privilege to maintain the timelines. First, we'll start Mr. Amin Qureshi, President of the Saudi chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan, will make the welcome address. Next, our honored guests, speakers will be requested to make the respective addresses. First speaker will be Mr. Rashid Rahman Mir. He's the president of the ICAP. Second speaker will be Dr. Ahmed Al-Meghamiz, Secretary General of SOTPA. Third speaker will be His Excellency Mr. Muhammad Naeem Khan, Pakistan's ambassador to Saudi Arabia. Our fourth speaker, who will make the keynote address, is Dr. Saeed Al-Sheikh, Chief Economist of National Commercial Bank. The keynote address will be followed by a Q&A session. After this, we'll distribute mementos to our guest speakers. Next, we will symbolically have a cake cutting ceremony to commemorate the 50th anniversary of ICAP Pakistan. We will then break off for Isha prayers. The break will be held between 7 to 7:30. The prayer break will be followed by an hour-long panel discussion on the topic of today. With this, I invite, after the panel discussion, Mr. Hafiz Yusuf, who's the chairman of ICAP Golden Jubilee Committee, will present the concluding remarks. And at the end, we will distribute mementos to the remaining guest speakers and certain senior members of ICAP. This will conclude the seminar, which will then be followed by dinner. With this, I invite Mr. Amin Qureshi to come to the podium to give the welcome address. Mr. Amin is Director in the Assurance Department of PwC Riyadh and is the current President of ICAP, Saudi Arabian chapter.
Sorry, let me say that again then. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Welcome to the first Pak Saudi Accountancy Seminar. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking out the time today and making the effort to attend this seminar. Your participation has already made this event a success. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan, also called ICAP, has recently set up its Saudi Arabian chapter. The formation of the Saudi chapter also coincides with the 50th anniversary of the Institute. Today, ICAP has over 6,000 members across the world, spread around a number of countries, including North America, United Kingdom, Middle East, among others. In Saudi Arabia alone, we have more than 300 members working in highly reputable organizations, including Saudi Aramco, SABIC, Saudi Arabian Monetary Agency, SOCPA, the major banks, big four firms, and a lot of other reputable organizations. In 2011, Saudi Organization of Certified Public Accountants and ICAP signed an MOU to establish mutual cooperation between both the institutes for the benefit of the members of both the organizations. This will go a long way in further consolidating the professional bilateral ties between the members of both the institutes. Today we have organized this seminar to mark the start of these joint professional activities, and I'm extremely delighted to see participation in good numbers from both the institutes. I would like to thank Dr. Ahmed Al-Maghamis for the support provided by him and SOCPA throughout this process, and I hope we will be able to continue to work together for the mutual benefit of both the institutes and its members. I would also like to thank His Excellency, the Ambassador of Pakistan to Saudi Arabia, Mr. Naeem Khan, for all the support provided by him and the embassy to the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan, as well as the Saudi Arabian chapter. ICAP's Saudi chapter is led by a management committee of 5 members, including myself, and we have also established some very important subcommittees to help us ensure that dedicated teams lead our main areas of focus. Today we have 2 subcommittees for continued professional development, one in Riyadh and one in the Eastern Province. We have a PR committee, an IT committee, as well as a placement committee. I would like to thank the members of the management committee as well as the subcommittees for all the hard work that they've done, which helps us ensure that we move in the right direction. Thanks to our CPD committee, we are close to finalizing our CPD calendar for the coming year, which we should be able to share with you in the near future. This will help us all better plan our participation in these CPT activities to ensure that we take maximum benefit out of these events. I'm pleased to announce that with the support of SOCPA as well as the Embassy of Pakistan, we expect to hold ICAP's final exams in Riyadh starting from this year. Hopefully this will be a big help. Hopefully this will be a big help to our finalists who have had to travel back to Pakistan every 6 months to appear in their final exams. We will share further details with you about the timing and the process of these exams in due course. Finally, I would like to thank our sponsors who made it possible today for us to organize an event of this size and scale. Today we have among us very high-profile speakers and panelists, including the Secretary General of SOCPA, Dr. Ahmed Al-Maghamis, His Excellency the Ambassador of Pakistan to Saudi Arabia, Mr. Naeem Khan, Chief Economist, National Commercial Bank, and Member of Shura Council, Dr. Saeed Al-Sheikh, the President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan, Mr. Rashid Rahman Mir, and a number of other highly respectable guests and panelists. I'm extremely excited in kicking off this event, and I look forward to hearing from our esteemed speakers and panelists as they shed light and share with us their views on today's topic of discussion, global financial outlook. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Amin, thank you very much for your warm welcome. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Rashid Rahman to come to the podium and give the presidential address. Mr. Rahman is a current president of ICAP and has been an active member of the Institute for many years. He is also the founding partner of Rahman Sarfaraz Rahim Iqbal Rafiq Company.
Thank you. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, and dear colleagues, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening. It is indeed a great honor for me to address such an august gathering. I am delighted to see the large turnout. My heartiest congratulations to ICAP KSA chapter for putting together such a magnificent show of strength. My sincerest gratitude to all the speakers and panelists for their participation, especially His Excellency Mr. Mohammed Naeem Khan, Ambassador of Pakistan to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, for gracing the occasion with his presence, and Dr. Saeed Al-Sheikh for accepting the invitation as a keynote speaker. I, along with my colleagues, look forward to hearing and gaining insight from the speakers. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is like a second home to Pakistanis. The fraternal relationships and the religion affinity have over the years created a powerful bond which has well stood the test of times and has only grown stronger with the passage of time. Ever since the establishment of Pakistan, we have found a staunch ally and a brother in form of Saudi Arabia, a fact evident from the consistent collaborations to develop extensive commercial, cultural, religious, and strategic relations. The global race has only heightened the pace of the efforts of the both countries to team up more and fortify their relations by developing plans to expand bilateral cooperation in trade, education, real estate, information technology, and agriculture. This year, our institute has completed a glorious journey of 5 decades. Throughout these wonderful 50 years, one thing has remained constant. That was quality of the professionalism, the strong technical command, and adherence to the ethical standards, which made both the institute and the members a force reckoned with, and soon become a benchmark of professional competence. Today, ICAP is recognized as a world-class institute, and the members of the ICAP are recognized and lauded internationally. This is evidenced by the fact that presently more than 20% of our membership is employed across the globe. You might probably be aware that more than about 300 of our ICAP members are working in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. With so many of you present here, it seems as if I am addressing in Pakistan. ICAP has always maintained its desire to be close to all of its members, and for this purpose, the overseas committees has dedicatedly over the years established ICAP overseas chapters in United Kingdom, Canada, and considering the large number of our membership living in KSA, the establishment of ICAP chapter in KSA was much due. I would like to congratulate all of you on the establishment of ICAP KSA chapter And I must appreciate the efforts of the management committee of the chapter for efforts and dedication displayed during the setting up of the chapter. I will request you to give them a big hand of applause. Great job, Amin Saab, Asif Saab. I feel this seminar is a great initiative on the part of KSA chapter. The first Saudi Park seminar, apart from being in the line with the Institute's Golden Jubilee celebrations, is an extension of the vision of the MOUs signed between ICAP and Saudi Organization for Certified Public Accountants, SOCPA, and is the step in the right direction. The MOU signed last year was part of an effort on the part of the Institute to provide professional development avenues for its members living in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The Institute, being aware of the globalization of profession, realized that collaboration and joint ventures are the key to the successful way forward. The MOU is part of the Institute's initiative through which both ICAP and SOCPA members would benefit from mutual recognition of CPD in activities organized in English and from technical support of ICAP members in organizing such CPD activities. And we are likely to explore other avenues for collaboration also. I trust this seminar would become an annual practice and will go a long way in promoting mutual professional development. I would keep my remarks to a minimum as we have able speakers coming up to share their insight that all of us are looking forward to. Commenting on the global financial crisis and its outlook for 2012, I would like to pick up from 2008 when developed countries' governments stepped in to support their banking system through financial crisis. However, that action brought the problem onto their own balance sheets. Many points in global political economy are under enormous strain. The West is wrestling with the economic crisis that has been underway for over 3 years, while Asia is struggling its ascent through myriad of economic problems brought by rapid growth. As a result, 2012 will show signs of increasing stability due to the absence of sound and globally accepted financial regulatory system, lack of confidence in market participants or facilitators, and speculations. Many parts of Middle East are facing wrenching political change. Africa is facing economic, political, and humanitarian challenges on all the fronts, from the political and economic to the environment and the technological. The global agenda in 2012 is full with items that require global solutions. There is an imminent global power shift and new markets emerging, with economic and political powers continuing to move from north to south and west to east. Another important impact in 2012 is the digital revolution. The internet has become a key pillar of global prosperity. Work, leisure, consumption, and policy decisions, supply chain, safety systems, communications, every aspect of modern life is shaped by the continually evolving digital world. Social media and the need for the security are generating move towards a more compartmentalized and fragmented internet. I feel global leadership alone cannot solve the world's multiple challenges within existing structures. In the interconnected global economy and international financial system, the impact of crisis is even a relatively small economy can have enormous consequences around the world. It is increasingly difficult to create firewalls to prevent contagion in a world of deepening interconnection and integration. The focus, therefore, must be on the fostering collaboration and building trust through the construction of coalitions of the willings, achieving consensus on the global or regional standards that are effective and binding, and raising the quality of governance in every economy. This crisis should not be wasted, as it provides an opportunity for global leaders to mobilize their efforts in strengthening economic and financial models. As you must be aware that the impact is felt globally, hence the crisis, its challenges and opportunities are a global concern. We at the Institute are aware that the present scenario is difficult for our professionals, with more responsibility and call for more regulations and transparency. We have to continue our journey with perseverance, conviction, and dedication. It is indeed time to wake up and realize that we have bigger shoes to step into now. The Institute is committed to provide support to its membership in surpassing the hurdles and challenges of the future by providing to the members the assistance for professional development. Your Institute, as always, stands staunchly by your side, committed to the development, integrity, and quality in these testing times. I expect that the overseas chapters will provide a platform for our members away from home to speak and share their concerns and ideas about the Institute. We look forward to developing new and better ties with the membership. I would like to once again felicitate Management Committee of the chapter for their efforts, and I hope that they will perform their duties with same dedication and loyalty that has become a core value of the Institute's membership. I look forward to your suggestions and advice for further developing the Institute and the profession, for the journey forward will be successful and meaningful only if we are in together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rahman, for your address. Now I'd like to invite our guest of honor, Dr. Ahmed Al-Meghames, to come to the podium and say a few words. Dr. Al-Meghames is the Secretary General of SOTPA. In addition, he's also the Vice Chair of the Professional Accountancy Development Committee of the International Federation of Accountants and a board member of AOFE. Further, he serves on the board of several private and public sector organizations.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Mr. Muhammad Naeem Khan, Ambassador of Pakistan to Saudi Arabia, Mr. Rashid Rahman Mir, President of ICAP, Dr. Saeed al-Sheikh, Keynote Speaker, Hafiz Muhammad Yusuf, Chairman of ICAP, Golden Jubilee Committee, Amin Qureshi, the President of ICAP, KSA Chapter, panel speakers, ICAP and SOCPA members. Closely with each other by entering into an MOU last year. Through this historic MOU, we will work together for the betterment of accounting profession in both brotherly Muslim countries. SOCPA has already extended its support to ICAP in forming its local chapter in Saudi Arabia. This chapter has been formed by ICAP to assist members of both professional bodies to participate in professional activities. SOCPA has also agreed to provide its support to ICAP in conducting their final level exam here. ICAP, on the other hand, is providing its support to SOCPA by providing technical assistance in IFRS convergence project in Saudi Arabia. Here, I would like to shed more light on this historic and all-important project being undertaken by SOCPA. Currently, IFRS are required for banks and insurance, and for all other entities substantially converged national standard are applicable, and IFRS are required for subject not covered by national standard. Under the convergence project, SOCPA plans to issue converged standards based on IFRS after studying the possible impacts due to local issues like economic, legal, Sharia, and etc., if any that might affect application of existing requirement of IFRS in Saudi Arabia. Being an important part of G20, Saudi Arabia stands fully committed to achieve the full convergence by following a single set of global accepted standards. SOCPA is planning to engage a team of professionals for which I would like invite interested professionals in this audience to contact SOCPA. The events of the past few years have highlighted the need for economies all around the world to have access to reliable financial information as precondition for the restoration of confidence in global markets. This is a need that accountants are uniquely equipped to meet, whether as preparers or auditors or financial statements, auditor of financial statements, or as a business advisor, or indeed as regulators. During these challenges, business leaders naturally turn to accounting profession for advice and support. Members of both bodies are well positioned to meet these challenges. We very much value our relationship and friendship with ICAP and look forward to developing an even closer ties as the profession around the world responds to many challenges we face. May Allah take both SOCPA and ICAP grow stronger from strength to strength. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Mr. Rashid Rahman Mir, President ICAP, Dr. Ahmed Al-Megamis, Secretary General, Saudi Organization for Certified Public Accountants, Dr. Said Al-Sheikh, Chief Economist, NCB, Mr. Hafiz Yusuf, Chairman ICAP Golden Jubilee Committee, Amin Qureshi, President ICAP Saudi Chapter, distinguished speakers and dear participants of the seminar, Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to all of you. It is indeed a matter of great pleasure for me to attend the Golden Jubilee session of the Saudi chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. I am also happy that on this auspicious occasion, the ICAP KSA chapter has arranged, in coordination with the Saudi Organization for Certified Public Accountants, the first Pak Saudi Accountancy Seminar on the topic of global financial outlook, challenges and opportunities. Nothing is more welcome than to see the bright professionals from Pakistan and Saudi Arabia work together in perfect unison with such splendid results. The profession of chartered accountancy is founded on principles which are not alien to the two brotherly nations of Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. Indeed, Islam, the moving spirit in both countries, taught the world centuries ago the golden values of individual and collective integrity, complete transparency, and most importantly, accountability. Islam expects these from all individuals and all organizations. Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Everyone among us is a shepherd, and everyone among you is accountable for those in his charge." At a time when global economy is facing immense challenges, the importance of sound accountancy can hardly be overemphasized. To the distinguished members of ICAP, I want to convey my felicitations on this Golden Jubilee. I also want to commend you for the services you are rendering to the two brotherly countries of Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you a great opportunity to contribute to the progress and prosperity of Saudi Arabia, which is a key country for the global economy. I want you to keep building bridges and developing linkages, both in your professional and personal capacities between this holy land and Pakistan. This will be the best way to repay the debt you owe to the two great countries. You should act as beacons of light for others and show them the way. You should also reach out to other Pakistani professionals in the kingdom who are rendering services in some of the most important fields in the country, be it medical, finance, engineering, or construction. Let me also avail this opportunity to express my gratitude to my Saudi brothers, particularly those from Sokpa, for extending hospitality to our Pakistani brothers in the kingdom and for making them feel at home. The Pakistani professionals here consider this country their second home, and its security and progress as important as their own countries. Before I conclude, I would like to assure all of you that Pakistan Embassy is here to assist you in all your individual and collective endeavors for the prosperity and progress of the two countries. Feel free to let us know if we can be of any help in reaching out to any government organization in Pakistan. I look forward to hearing from the best experts in the field on the topic of challenges and opportunities presented by the global financial outlook. I wish you all a very productive and beneficial session. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Your Excellency, thank you very much for your very encouraging words. Now, I would request our keynote speaker.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Your Excellency, Ambassador of Pakistan, members of ICAP, good evening. It's an honor to be here speaking to this distinguished audience, and I'm also glad to be here with you this evening to share with you the 50th anniversary of ICAP in Saudi Arabia. What I'll be sharing with you this evening is my views on the world economy, and more specifically, I'll be addressing you with current developments in Saudi Arabia and the outlook for 2012. As you see in my title, Global